Welcome to Defending Elvis. It's still very early in the morning. We're taking Ella. Ella, say hello. Hello, baby. Hello. So, Ella's obviously quite elderly. She's over 12. She hasn't been well. I'll be honest with you guys. She hasn't been well. Yesterday I took her for a walk and she didn't really want to come. She has slowed right down. She's been sort of quite shaky. She gets sort of spasms now. So it's not looking good for Ella. Ella, say hello. Come on. She just since she lost her mum, her health has declined. Her breathing isn't great either. So, and we're just going to take it day by day with her and just see how things go. Bit worrying, bit upsetting, but she is very elderly, so we have to be realistic. And she's lost her mum, princess. So anyway, so the plan for today is the day that Yasmin and Tino's grandmother comes. It's every Tuesday. Aurora's mum, Aurora and Leslie. Leslie is her name. She's from Bath City in the UK. Aurora was born in Bath City in the UK. I was born in Western Supermare. Both my parents were born in Cyprus. Let's just let this car go by. Paphos and Limassol. So they were both born in Paphos, but then my dad moved to Limassol. Let me just let these cars go by. So Aurora is very close to her mum, like very, very close, yeah? So it's a very important day for Aurora when the kid's grandmother visits. So the kid's grandmother wants to take them to a seaside resort in the UK. That's about an hour and 20 minutes away. I do like discovering new seasides. I do, new promenades, new coastlines. So I'm looking forward to it. It is a heat wave in England. It's very hot. So our plan is to go there today, spend the whole day on the beach, get some fish and chips. I mean, I won't have any chips. At the moment, I'm still trying to deal with the effects of my holiday on my... It's nothing bad, I've just still got bloating on my tummy. I feel great. My energy levels are fantastic. I feel brilliant. I feel 20 years old, but I can tell that there's still inflammation I think I did some damage when I was on holiday, because I drank alcohol every day, because I was eating 3 times a day where I normally only eat once or twice. I can feel the effects. So I very much have been concentrating on fatty meat and eggs, low carb, to get myself back to where I was before I went on holiday. My weight has started coming back down, because I did put on 5 pounds as well. So that's where I am with my diet. Obviously, I'm an Elvis Presley fan on keto. My arm's aching now. So what I decided was let's take Ella for a walk before we spend the day out at the seaside. We've got a long journey ahead of us. 1 second, guys. Right, if my arm aches, I'm going to just do this. So this morning, I wanted to carry on. I wanted to carry on doing Spa Guy and Trey's, Jimmy's jet, yeah? Is it the Lockheed jet? Because I find it fascinating. I love it. I love the fact that Spa Guy has loaned out the jet from Jimmy's World till Friday. Obviously, it's an Elvis week thing. This week is massive Elvis week. I wish I was there. I'd love to be there. Obviously, Spa Guy is still launching the Tiger Man Dojo that he's restored back to how it was in the 70s when Elvis was doing karate there. So I just enjoyed it so much last night, watching Spa Guy and Trey driving it down through Memphis on, I think it was Union Avenue, past Sun Records, I think. Put me right if I'm wrong. And so when I woke up this morning, someone had messaged me last night saying, did you know there's another video showing Spa Guy driving it through Memphis? So I found that and I thought, oh, we're going to review some of it. And what was a bit of a bonus, it was a pure coincidence. I had been discussing Evel Knievel because I was a massive fan of Evel Knievel. He's a big part of my memories in the 70s as a child growing up with my brothers and sisters and my parents in my little cafe. I grew up in a very small derelict cafe. It didn't make any money. It was shut for like 9 months of the year because it was a summer cafe. The seasons back then in the 70s were very short, so the cafe was closed most of the time, so we would use the cafe as a play area. It was like a playground. And so one of my memories of being sat in that cafe in the 70s, you know, we've all got amazing memories from the 70s, don't we guys? Beautiful childhood memories, growing up with our families. It was a real special time, the 70s. You know, I've got strong memories of Elvis and Muhammad Ali, and Evel Knievel fits into those memories. So it would be announced on the news that Evel Knievel was going to do a big jump, and we'd all sit around the TV in the 70s watching it, and we were so excited. I loved his personality. We all loved the way he dressed. He dressed like Elvis, didn't he? The whole jumpsuit look. It's so obvious that Evel Knievel was highly influenced by Elvis and loved Elvis. So when I was playing Spa Guy's show, and he takes a gentleman to the dojo, to the Tiger Man Museum, which is a mile away from Gracelands. This gentleman was obviously good friends with Evel Knievel. A bit of a bonus part of that video that we made. I think it was on the live stream. So the kids were being quite noisy, so I didn't hear everything he said. I didn't hear who he was. I still haven't been able to watch it back. Let's get through these bushes. So it just reminded me, because yesterday we mentioned Evel Knievel and that they did meet. I looked it up. They met on a movie set in 1957, it says. I know that someone has commented on my YouTube channel saying they never met. So please, guys, rather than me disagreeing with people, did they meet? Did they meet? And if you Google it, it says that they met twice. So did they or not? You know, I'm not here to argue with people. Did they meet or did they not meet? Yeah. So one thing is very obvious. Evel Knievel was highly influenced by Elvis's style. And I almost guarantee it that Evel Knievel loved Elvis's music. I almost guarantee it. So you do get quite a long section in Spa Guy's video of this gentleman that knew Evel Knievel talking about Evel Knievel and how Evel Knievel wanted Elvis to appear at the Grand Canyon. Do you remember the crossing where he tries to go across it, which was completely nuts? It should never have happened. Because it was almost certain that Evel Knievel was going to die, but obviously it was highly publicized around the world, just like the Muhammad Ali fights, just like Elvis's Aloha. And so quite an interesting video, but the most fascinating thing was come on, what's the matter? So Ella's slowing down. The most fascinating thing was watching Spa Guy and Tiger Man, who's running the Tiger Man dojo, getting all excited about driving through Memphis in this quite unusual looking jet, a beautiful looking jet. Obviously there's no wings. They turned it into an RV, a drivable RV. Trey said it was quite easy to drive. All right, I'm just going to pick up the dog's poop. Let's play sheep here a minute. Right, pick up the dog's poop. Hello, are you feeling better or what? Okay, right. Are you feeling better? Right, where have I put the phone? Okay. So we want to So I wanted to quickly walk Ella because she's not going to be able to come with us. There's not enough room in the car, and it'll be too hot and stuffy. There's a heat wave, so it's going to be hot in that car, and it has got a bit of aircon. But I'll walk her now. Come on. And then I'll walk her when we get back. I'm expecting us to be back by around 6:30. So hopefully we'll do a live tonight. When we get to this seaside resort, I'll try and do a couple of little videos. I think we're going to Lyme Regis, on the outskirts of Devon, in the south east of England. So I think it's an hour and 10 minutes away, unless a different decision is made and they decide to go somewhere else. I think we're going to go in Leslie's car, the grandmother's car. We may take the black van, I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, so that video with Spa Guy where he gets all excited with Trey, I love it. It's like two children with a new toy. It's boys' toys, isn't it, guys? I love the passion. You can really tell that that Billy, Spa Guy, is quite overwhelmed by this experience. They start off as a YouTube channel, Elvis related YouTube channel, and then years later they find themselves sat in Elvis's jet driving down Union Street or Memphis in Elvis's jet that Elvis once owned. Obviously we don't know if he flew it. I think Spa Guy basically says, well, why would you buy something and not use it? And I completely understand that. Put it in the comments, guys. Do you think Elvis flew in it? He does mention the other jet that's at Gracelands, and he says, well, why would Elvis buy something and not use it? He has a point. You'd think he would have at least used it once, yeah? So it's Elvis week, so of course, everyone is traveling to Elvis week. Many of the people on Team Elvis are on the way there, like obviously Amy Collett, our researcher, Auntie Amy is going there. Rhonda's on her way there, isn't she? You got Tony and Teresa, our Team Elvis people. There's quite a few people. Some of our new subscribers are on their way to Team Elvis. The pink Cadillacs are going to be there, aren't they? Is it Victoria and Skylar? So we've had an interesting week discussing them. They're lovely. We love them. They're the new generation, the next generation of Elvis fans. The pink Cadillacs. We must support these people. The young up-and-coming fans are very important to preserve Elvis's legacy. Very, very important. This is why we I won't go into it, but obviously we made a Sally Hoddle video, didn't we, that discusses the treatment of these ladies. Yeah. So I've started to do some quite interesting things concerning Westgate, near the International Hotel, the Hilton, celebrating 1969, Elvis's residency. She's not well, is she? She's doing quite. So Ella's doing a bit of a diarrhea. She's not well, is she? And I can't even pick that up because it's not. Let's see if I can get some sand on it. Not sand, leaves. We can put some mud on it at least. Not very nice, guys. She's definitely not well, Ella. Let me just chuck that on there. She's definitely not well, guys. So, I'm a little bit worried about Ella. Okay. Right. Okay. So yeah, I am a bit worried about Ella. Ella, are you okay? Ella, say hello. Come here. Ella, come on. Come on. Say hello to Team Elvis. You want to say hello to Team Elvis? Give me a kiss. Ella. She don't want to look at me. Come on. Say hello. She's wagging her tail. That's a good sign, I think. Yeah, unless it's just something she's eaten. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. So I will take you along with me on this little trip to Lyme Regis. in the UK. I live, in case you don't know, I live near Bristol in a holiday town called Weston-super-Mare. It's a seaside resort with a big beach, a big promenade. It's beautiful. I'm sure Lyme Regis will be beautiful as well. So I'll see you later, guys. Thanks for joining me. Big love to Team Elvis and Defending Elvis and TCB TLC.